Okay, I thought I'd come on for a little chat. This is going to be hopefully an intro to this video. But last time I did this one, I thought I had actually talked about 20 odd minutes and then ended up having to do a separate video, so we should see how it goes. We obviously, as you can probably see now, we are back from our holiday. We had an amazing week. We were really lucky with the weather, and yes, I sort of packed for bad weather, but that's what I normally do anyway. As I said, we did not use the thick fleece jackets that I took. We did not have Maxx on. We did even actually have to put our hiking boots on. We always keep those in big red anyway, except for the big fleeces, due to the fact because you never know what the weather's like. And those, what I mean by the hiking boots, they are from Sports Direct. We did pay an awful lot for them. All three members of our family, myself, hubby and our son, has them, and obviously they get sprayed waterproof and everything, but they've got such a grip on them, and they are good for any type of weather, especially snow. I do have wellies, but if you've got to walk any distance, wellies are not actually very ideal, but as I said, they've got a strong grip on them. I'm not sure if it's going to be in this video or another video, probably another video. How I'm going to wrap it on today is I'm having a reset day. It's just gone, let's have a look, 6:15, so hubby's left for work a few minutes ago. Our son will be getting up very shortly, so I will have the home to ourselves, or shall I say myself, and I'm just going to quickly go through our home and just reset it for the week. We have been away sort of 10 days, 9 nights. Our son's done really well. I mean, he was working long hours. I know that a lot of people do work and then come home and cook, but because I don't work, I did try and get all his meals, not prepared, but easy meals, as I said before I went away. But I did have a smile on my face when we got back. He met us in, because we have a communal car park, to help us unload, which was really good because there was the awning, and I'm not sure if I did show the bag, but it can be quite heavy, and the back seat and the boot was actually loaded. I didn't do as much Christmas shopping as I thought I would. I got a few pieces. There's still a few little pieces I really want to get in, like cozy socks and slipper socks and things like that. It might sound boring, but family members already asking. I'm a sock lover. It's just one of those things. I do like my socks, although these ones that I'm wearing now, I'm looking at them and they're looking really worse for wear. They're really worn, and it's our socks, and it has got the grips on, but they are really old. They are ready for the bin now. I did get these after a Christmas a fair few years ago. I got about 3 or 4 pairs, and I paid something ridiculous like 50p a pound for them. You know what I mean? Yeah, didn't go. I think it sounds really strange, but I do miss going into that Primark, which was on 3 levels in Coventry. But as I said, a lot of things we didn't do, but we still enjoyed it. We did go on a lot of walks because there is lakes, there's woodlands and things that I didn't really actually show. I did video every day, and the videos have been delayed actually coming up on my channel due to the fact that especially the cleaning one was something like 51.5 minutes long. I had thought about splitting that, but I just went with it, although I still didn't video everything. But I think, if I remember right, and I'm sorry it might have been boring, but I did not actually fast forward. As far as I remember, any of that. I did it in real time, so there was quite a few bits. I didn't show clean the toilet, and I didn't actually show doing the shower, which I forgot to record. Now, wipes might be wasteful, and I don't like using sprays, but in the caravan, obviously you can't, or I don't want to use hard products like bleach. We haven't actually showed it, but there is 2 different liquids for the toilet. So as long as obviously you prepare it right and you set the toilet up right, it doesn't need drastic cleaning. I just wipe it over with wipes, and that's usually fine because it's got the chemicals there. So yeah, and as I said, I'm hoping some of the videos weren't you know, too repetitive or bored. And coming up, as I said, this is going to be, I think, a separate video. I've got a few things. I did actually contact our son, daughter-in-law, about our granddaughter's gifts. And people might think, oh, she's overreacting, but my family know I like to get prepared ahead. So what I'm doing is, it's her birthday coming up first. That's in October. We've already got her birthday gift. I've got a few pieces for her for Halloween. You can see where this is going for. And I've already got a few pieces for Christmas. They are all being wrapped up, and I probably will be doing a video because I got permission, although the pieces have actually sort of been shown, you know, through this video, and I probably will repeat a lot of this again. The things that I can't do, and I know we're in September, well, we're coming, you know, as I said, as it gets towards the end of September, I do start my Christmas lists. And I did actually communicate with a subscriber. I don't want to mention her name because I'm not sure if she wants the name mentioned. And she said the same, you know, preparation for Christmas, getting ahead. We don't know. I mean, everything is so different here, and I'm still trying to be positive. But there's certain things I want to be put in place. Yes, I am cutting down even more. I have done this a number of years now. It's slowly cutting down more and more. If anything, it's concentrating on our granddaughter, due to the fact the last few years I've preferred to have, and said this, have family together, so I can have me little mini dinner parties or a little Christmas Eve party, because bless him, as you probably remember if you've followed me, it's hubby's birthday Christmas Eve, so we always used to have a get together. I'm going to make this declaration: no, I haven't planned any parties, no dinner parties, no Christmas Eve parties, due to the fact, obviously, the 6-person rule. So yeah, so that's how I used to feel, and that's what I said. I'd rather have, or did have, family together, you know, have that sense of being together, if you know what I mean, making memories with the family. That's the main, I think, thing that I feel sorry about, due to the fact that we've missed a number of occasions, 2 80th birthdays, a 50th wedding anniversary this year. And I kept saying, oh, we'll make it up to everybody, we'll get together around Christmas. I'm talking about March time, when it all kicked off, and obviously it's not going to happen. But on the other hand, I do always see the worst in things, and I try not to do that. On the positive side, we make the best of what we can. Yes, it can make people closer, and I think some family members, it has actually been that way, you know, and the support is there. So that is a video coming up, all the gifts for our granddaughter. Sorry, I haven't had my morning coffee because I've done all the packing out, and I got my morning coffee here. should have said before this video, stick your feet up, put your feet up, get your drink, you know, and just sit back and relax. But I just wanted to fill you in. I have taken to heart the comments and your support. I want to welcome any new subscribers, and if you're watching this or some of my videos, please subscribe, hit the bell, give me a thumbs up. I have got way behind with the comments. Some I might have liked, some might not, but I'd sort of flick through them when I could get the internet, especially if we happen to be out close to Astor Food or something. That's due to the fact also that, yes, we're starting to have some rain now, and the video is probably showing sunshine, so I say there's a slight delay because I didn't want to spend too long editing, especially that cleaning video. And I had thought, and I still think I should have split it, but there you are. Because sometimes I think when people see a long video, I think, oh, it's too long to watch, but there you are. I did say about this before, so if you want to comment below, do you prefer small videos? Do you prefer them sort of separated into different sections, like I said? And I have done this because I felt it works, like food hauls, occasional shopping haul, shop with me occasionally happens, cleaning, obviously, crafting, I split them all up. I do the whole shebang, but I tend to split them up most of the time. Sometimes it's different in the caravan, but I tend to split them up because I feel different people have, you know, different views on what they want to watch, if that makes sense. So very often I do try and not make videos rabbit on me talking more than 20 minutes, and I have just looked at the timer here just to see what the time is. I'm hoping the angle of my eyes is correct, and I do apologise again. I keep saying this, what you see is what you get. Same with the sound, the lighting. I just want to put that out there. I've got no special equipment I'm using, which I really like the stand that I got from Astor, and I think that's worked out really well. Plus it's storing all these pieces as well. I did say that if I was, and hubby said this, if I had been doing this YouTube more than 12 months, which I have, we were considering buying, you know, a nice camera and everything, and I said no. But there was that Christmas, not Christmas just gone, but the previous Christmas, I think it was now, I did have the GoPro, which was a big surprise. I wasn't expecting that, and that was from hubby and our youngest son, and with all the gizmos and everything. And I did have that sort of, you know, finding all the gifts that were numbered, so yeah, that's coming really handy. I've also again taken you know, advice or, you know, comments come up. I am doing another week of meals that obviously will be over 7 days, but I'll club it all together and put it in one video of different meals. I have got one already. I can't remember how long ago I did it. I don't know whether it was about April, May time possibly. I did that. Obviously it was different in the caravan. Did actually slip those in, but as you know, the whole like 10 days were away. Yes, the barbecue went on at some point, and I think one day it did go on, breakfast, lunch and tea, and that was nice. The joke was, I, except for setting it up or preparing or anything, I don't think I actually cooked all week. And the night before we came back, we had a chicken joint, we had potatoes, you know, and mixed veg and gravy, and hubby cooked it. I think at the time I was checking one of the videos over, that was a problem, and hubby ended up cooking it. So that was one meal I was supposed to cook. because obviously we'd packed the barbecue up and everything, as you've probably seen. Although we had barbecue early on in the day, we did have obviously sort of a semi-cooked roast dinner, and it was gorgeous. I thoroughly enjoyed it because I didn't cook it. So I don't think I cooked, thinking about it, the whole time. So it was quite a big break. Hubby didn't mind because he's like me. I can sit with the book. We're not sunbathers. So very often, you know, we might be doing pieces outside when it's beautiful weather, which it was. But even if we go somewhere with the beach, we're not ones to actually, you know, lay out on the beach. We prefer to go for a walk. We might just walk on the beach more than anything, just to say we've been on the beach, do you know what I mean, that sort of thing. I haven't seen the sea this year, don't think it's going to happen. And we wasn't back very long, and hubby checked with work first, and yes, we are going to the farm in a couple of weeks. So there is that, and I have got a few mini videos planned for that weekend as well, due to the fact that I'm not sure if there's going to be any shopping videos. I do like the Primark in Corby, and I want to go to the Entertainer, if that's right. Yeah, I'm rabbiting on again, because our mother care has closed down where we live, and they did have early learning, because I know way back on one of my videos, I couldn't remember what it was called, it was early learning. We did have an early learning centre here where we live, and when my boys were growing up, I frequently went in there when I was in town, due to the fact that I liked the products. They had them in ages as they went around the store, and they were good quality items. Then when they closed down, I understand they went into mother care. Didn't very often went in, because by that time my boys were outgrown. It was only because I've been looking for certain items for our granddaughter that, you know, I started looking out for it, and I happened to go into the early learning centre. I'm not sure now. No, I didn't video it the last time. I didn't purchase anything when I was in Corby, when I went into the Entertainer, but I did find a lot of, 4 or 5 different games for a 3-year-old with ELC on, which is Early Learning Centre, so I was over the moon. I didn't purchase them then, and I guess this is where I'm going to regret it, because I'd like to get a couple of those games in for Christmas for her. Very often I have money from relatives, especially if I've got my eye out for certain pieces or she needs things, and I will go and purchase those on the people's behalf, wrap them up. This is what I've done in past, so they're ready. But again, I'm trying to get ahead, and say anything that I've got ready will be wrapped up and go to their home. I've also got my kitchen tour coming up, how I organise our kitchen. And I will say again, it is an older kitchen. The carcasses are actually the original ones, but we're making best of it as we can. The next thing on the list, but I was made redundant about 5 years ago now, was a new kitchen. We did end up buying another car, which is Big Red, which you've seen quite a bit on the caravan, with redundancy and savings, and the kitchen put on hold. Then obviously it's not happened. We have saved some money. We have got a backup of a little bit of money, but there's some work that needs to be done on the caravan, and that's one reason why we're going to the farm, because there's a place at Sywell who also do work for the caravan company to check on a few bits that we want to get done before winter. But it was booking in, and we did that while we was away actually. Hubby had a couple of conversations with the caravan company and with this place in Sywell about the work, due to the fact that one, it was like 3 or 4 months before they could do any work, but the work that needs to be done goes to another place. But we did have a little drive on the way home to Sywell, and I was very surprised because I think they had an air show, classic cars, and there was thousands of people. We didn't get out of the car because we were driving past it, and I thought, I know about the rule of 6 and everything, but they must have got away with it. But I was very surprised because I know it was outdoors, but people were clumbing, because they stopped the traffic so that they had to open another car park. I don't know the setup because I've never been, but we drove past it and got stopped in traffic because of pedestrians and everything. No, I know they can't put everything on hold, and I know it was an outdoor thing, but the amount of people that must have been there was shocking, actually. I would have liked to have gone if it was not what was going on now. We probably would have pulled over and joined it, but no. We did have our car full, so this is after we took the caravan back to the lockup, and we finally found the place. Obviously it's locked up. It is, I don't know whether it's part working farm, I'm not sure, but it is sort of out in the country a little bit, but we know where it is. He just wanted to check, you know, leading up to it, because he will be towing a caravan, so that the guys can look at it, establish hopefully approximately how much it's going to cost and things like that, because we did invest a lot in this caravan. So yeah, we've had it over 5 years I think now, so it's just a matter of just a few hopefully pieces done. Yeah, so we're gonna it's gonna be there, I think, a fair time. When we it's due to go in beginning of November, all being well, fingers crossed, it's going in beginning of November. That was the earliest we could get it, and hub is hoping to be able to go to the farm that weekend, an extended weekend. He's booked the time off work, but we haven't booked it actually at the farm yet, so we're going in a couple of weeks. He may book it up while we're there, I don't know, or do it online or whatever, because we're hoping to take it straight from the farm to Sywell to have the work done. It's booked in, I think, on the Tuesday, so we'll be dropping it off on the Monday on our way back, because obviously Sywell is sort of on the way back from Corby and on the way to where we live. So it will, hopefully it will work out well. We've planned it, and hopefully, you know, we're not on full lockdown or anything, because as long as we can get the caravan to this place and get the work done, even if they have it for quite some time, because I know it's like slots, they've got a hell of a lot of work on, and I think it's because they work on motorhomes, caravans and things like that, that people started using them and then found out they've got problems. So that's enough rapiding on, because I'm not sure how many people are sort of interested in caravanning. What else have I got up? Coming up, I've got, as I said, quite a few videos, and there is the kitchen organisation. As I said, I've been putting that one off. That's a request. I've got my meal one coming up, and obviously what we got for our granddaughter. I need to do a full clean of our home. That's what I was going. This is the thing. Sometimes I just slot in random things when I'm having this conversation. When we got back, say some mess in the car park helped us unload, and I thought, I got this and this to do. And bless him, on his day off, which was just before he come home, he had washed his car. He had washed silver, which is our Picasso. That's like our everyday car that hubby uses backwards and forwards to work. He'd washed both the cars. He'd spent a couple of hours on each, and it was an amazing job. It was sparkly. It was so fantastic. It really did need a good wash. Obviously Big Red, sometimes we normally do that when we're away, but we didn't get it done this time, because we had visitors for a couple of days in their motorhome. So yeah, and I really enjoyed that. And bless him, he had actually mowed the front and the back lawns. I thought was going to do that actually, believe it or not, after we dropped everything off and had some lunch. I thought, because the weather, I didn't know how long the weather was going to last. I was going to mow the lawns, and so I wanted to keep on top of it. And he'd done them, bless him. Oh, you know, it was nice because the house, except for being a bit dusty, which I could understand, he tidied up after himself, done the lawns, and washed 2 cars. Hubby did make a joke and said, well, there's a third one now because a Big Red was in such a state by the time we come back, but there you are. Mostly dust and everything, but yeah, so don't know if that will be on the cards when we go away to the farm. It depends on the weather, because obviously you have super pitches, so you've got the water, electric and waste all there. So I've got quite a few videos. I've also got Christmas planning coming up. I've got a 5-year Christmas planner that I bought a fair few years ago. I bought a friend one as well, and she loves it. So usually by this time, you see, I'm planning Christmas Eve because, say, we normally have a family get together, but I'm having to rethink things like that. I've been doing Christmas cards, as I said, through the year, so I will get those. No, I won't be sent them yet, but they'll probably go out, if they're going by post, say at the end of November. So they've sort of getting the beginning of December and things, because I would like to write notes, because there's certain people, like everybody else, if I don't see them in the next month, so it's going to be over a year. Last Christmas when we did all our visiting, so I want to put little notes and letters and things like that in the cards, so it's a little bit time consuming. So I will have to start doing that. If I know that we're not going to be visiting certain people, I need to get those notes written well in advance, else it'll come to beginning December, if anybody knows this. I get to the beginning of December and, you know, you're either rushing again, or you're thinking, oh, I got this note, got that note. Especially if I've got like 6 cards going through the post with 6 notes, it can be lengthy. Like talking backwards and forwards, like now I could rabbit it on, even on paper. And I think sometimes it's just nice to receive a letter, even though you text, email, WhatsApp, FaceTime, all this sort of thing. I think it's just nice to have that bit of a more personal touch. Now, as I said, I am late. Yeah, I know. I don't get a chance to go on YouTube and watch many videos, and I haven't. I'm hoping to have a catch up, because there's a number of people I want to catch up, but I did see when it flagged up, you know, when I first started up my laptop, that people have already got into Halloween. I haven't even done my autumn decor yet. I had thought about doing it before I went away, but I was getting rid of stuff and everything and getting on top of things that I didn't actually get my autumn decor done. It might matter of getting the autumn decor done in the next couple of days. I'll video that or share that, but then we'll be going into Halloween. So yeah, I'm getting a bit behind, but it doesn't matter. I'm home, so I don't mind changing the decor, especially as I spend more and more time at home. Don't know if there's going to be many shopping trips now, hauls. Still wary about going out. I have done an Asda one, but it was only homewares. I do like their Asda homewares department section, and that's why I did quite a bit of videoing, and they do have some lovely pieces. Not the full range out. TK Maxx, I did say I was disappointed. I have to say, and I'm sorry, TK Maxx, I understand, and I think this goes for a lot of stores. They've had problems getting the merchandise in. It was quite sparse in places, you know, like ornament, you know, just single products, merchandise, all on the shelves. A lot of the shelves were quite empty. They had about 6 items, if that, of Halloween. I don't know if they hadn't got their stock in, or that was just left over from like the previous year. Home Sense I did a while back, and they've got all their products in, and I love that caravan. I still got that caravan at the back of my mind, but as I said, sometimes I go with that in mind and end up buying something totally different that I could use more months of the year or the whole year round, if that makes sense. But I did like that caravan, that tin caravan. It was quite big. It was like this, and you could put lights and everything in. So yeah, some of the stores, as I said, normally it comes to end of August, beginning of September, and it's Christmas. I'm not sure how well the stores are going to be stocked. I really don't, due to the fact I don't think many people, I could be totally wrong, will be shopping so much for the Christmas season. Again, I could be totally wrong. I'm feeling it as well, because getting close to Christmas, I'll be doing shop with me all around the stores. Don't think it's going to happen. Well, more than likely it's not going to happen. And haul after haul as well, and what's in the stores, and pointing out, you know, Christmas gifts. Don't think all that at the moment. I can see it not happening, which is a shame really. I am a Christmas person. I love Christmas, but I love making memories. I love people round me. I like the family around me. That is what I feel about Christmas togetherness. I know from a religious side, that's not what Christmas is about, but to me, it's the main time for togetherness, if that makes sense to anybody, and that is the greatest gift anybody could give to me. And once again, I want to thank everybody that's subscribed, new, and obviously my regulars. And thanks for all the support you've given me. As I said, I will get round to those comments. And as I said, I appreciate it. And I just want to obviously tell you. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.